В предишния епизод на Камифуда. Славата на 3 не беше никак случайна. Нейното майсторство в играта на карти беше безспорно. Стратегията й успя да ми създаде доста проблеми и доста пъти трябваше да разчитам на времевите огньове да ме връщат назад във времето за нов шанс в борбата. В крайна сметка успях да надмогна над нея и да спася другите. Време е за развръзката на това епично разиграване на Камифуда.
That isn't it. This cannot be real. Trees grips lax, her cards fall and scatter. The light behind her flares, the heart's drum quickens. My stomach feels like it's being force-fed coals, but I grit my teeth through the pain. That's enough, Tree. You've lost. Release our friends. Her confusion, her contorts to a feverish distress, and I'm unsure. Confusion contorts to a feverish distress, and I'm unsure if she can even hear my voice. Overhead, more roots jut into the chamber. They whip at me warily, staying only inches from the temporal fires, serving as my protection. 3, let them go, now! There are mutters, whispers under her breath, but they are too frantic to make out. 3 limply raises a hand. The roots around the others retreat hesitantly. I don't waste a second, not with them at risk. I slam my fist into the ground, pumping the old stone with eldritch heat. The roots around the others wither to ash and ember, and for the moment, they do not return. I spring down the stairs. I sweep Evie off the ground into a desperate embrace. For a minute I feared I lost you. So did I. She kisses me deeply, but the trembling in our bodies tell me we were both acutely aware this is far from over. The club's survivors pull themselves up and gather around me. That was incredible, Tarot. You really saved us there. Yes, thank you. They were deeds fitting for an eldritch myth. Vix clears her throat. We were just lucky you had such a good teacher. Your lessons were certainly something. You fight like a bloody scraper with the soul of a pyromancer, or whatever the hell those rainbow flames you used are. He calls a name he does not know into a void of black. A call is answered. He does not remember which came first any longer, it or the stars. You doing alright, Quiz? Yes, thanks to you. The tempo rumbles beneath our feet. The tree's heart has not ceased thrumming. In fact, it is getting faster. I look upon the club. Their cheeks are all pale, eyes framed with dark circles. Whatever this thing is doing to us, I'm not sure will last much longer. We've still got an overgrown eldritch plant problem. Don't suppose anyone has really large hedge clippers? Come on, we've got to end this. I lead the group up toward the heart. 3 pulls herself on her feet as we approach. She is broken and trembling. 3, we have to stop it. There are still people up there, innocent people dying. Tell us how. Tell me. You don't understand. There's no stopping it now. 3, please. But she remains silent, half in her own head. Another quake shakes the temple. Gravel and dust sprinkle from the ceiling. The roots I destroyed are tunneling up their way to a return. I look to the others in the club, a call for their help. 3. I realize now that we were never that close. And I'm sorry for that. Maybe if we had been, I would have seen. Maybe I could have stopped this, helped you. Asking for help, well, it might sound like a crock coming from me, but Tarot taught me that you don't have to suffer everything alone. I can't condone what you've done, to be honest. I'm not sure I can forgive it either. But I'm willing to help you, whatever that means. So please, help us do that for you.
A minute ago, I thought I was going to die. I was so scared. Honestly, my legs still feel like jello, and my heart is beating so fast. We were lucky that Tarot was here. The people up there, they might not be. Please, Tree, help us stop this, so no one else has to be afraid.
I always thought you were so perfect. Perfect grades, perfect decorum, perfect face. Perfect duelist too. Students wanted to be you and teachers praised your name. Honestly, I hated you. I thought, look at her. She has everything going for her and still doesn't bother to smile. But it was a lie, huh? I get that. I get lying because you have to. I get pretending because the truth feels worse. But the truth can be so much better if you only let it in to heal you. I learned that not too long ago from a stupid silly man. So do it for him. We both owe him that much. 7 lets out a pent-up sigh. If you think I've got anything kind to say to you after all this, then you've got another thing coming. But Tarot is right. This is bigger than me being pissed, and it's bigger than whatever bullshit you're going through. This tree thing is about... it's anything but good. Anyone with a brain could tell you that by looking at its creepy pulsating heart for more than a second. So get off your ass and make this right, before it's really too late.
She sits in a white-sheeted bed, heart-racing, mouth-parched. Please, the ivy hurts. She's calling, please, anyone. But the nurse, staff are busy, and her parents have gone. You wanted someone to hold your hand. I'm sorry no one came. Sometimes people are late. They still come all the same.
A whimper breaks through the quiet. The last of Tree's composure breaks like a dam, holding back the impossibility of an ocean. Her sobs are soft, weak little things. All I wanted was for the pain to end. I know. A piercing sound like metal scraping metal fills the chamber. Another shockwave of crimson energy erupts from the heart, nearly knocking me on my ass again.
That wasn't me. The famished one, he's nearly woken.
Sing him a fucking lullaby then.
It's too late, Tarot. Some doors once open cannot be shut again.
Another crack splits the temple floor. The edge of a root tears through the stone and shoots in our direction. Tree stops it with outward palm, but the sweat dripping down her face is plain to see, as are the muscles straining in her arms.
I can't hold it. The tree. I know it's something wrong.
It knows something is wrong. По-скоро. Нещо не мога чета. I serve the attacking appendage of the eldritch tree with another helping of fire. A small clink catches my ear. There is a nigh imperceptible crack in the shopkeeper's ring. It's almost out of juice. If there's no other option, I'll burn this whole thing to the ground.
No, no, you can't.
I'm not arguing the...
You don't understand. Glomrod exists in a pocket dimension, separate from our world. The dimension itself is sustained by the energies of the vacuous tree. If the tree is destroyed, this whole domain will collapse, with everyone in it. I'm not sure what might happen then. If she's correct about the vacuous tree being the origin of this dimension, then the logic is sound.
Another quake. They are coming faster now. Think tree, there must be something, anything at all. A small glint of knowing catches in tree's eyes, followed by a pang of disappointment.
Perhaps there was a way, but in my arrogance I leaped before ensuring there might be something below to catch my fall.
Try me again? Try me anyway, Poskoru.
I'm pact sworn to the famished one, and I have knocked upon a door long closed. To do this, I completed rituals with which the old one now wakes. My very presence here, my very little force, it calls to the famished one like a morning alarm. Should that alarm and the blood rituals I have instilled into my body cease to be, there is a chance it will return to slumber. In my studies, I learned the reference of a severing ritual, one to force the door back shut in a matter of speaking.
Then we do that.
We can't. As I said, in my arrogance, I did not finish learning the rite. In any case, even if I had hoped to learn, the tome chronicling rituals of the famished one was stolen from my chambers many weeks ago.
Hair raises to the back of my neck.
A tome?
Was it written in a dead Eldritch dialect?
Yes.
Tarot, you don't think?
I do.
We found a book in Trent's room, an Eldritch tome. I believed it was connected to his death.
I see. I would not be surprised if Trent took it. In his final days he was very concerned with my extracurriculars. However, even if you found it, the language...
Evie!
I finished translating it last time.
What?
I was going to tell you, Tarot, but we got caught up planning your party.
I don't believe this.
3 is the ritual you speak of called the satiation, Poskoru.
It is. 3 more roots spring from the heart. Sap pours freely from gashes in the eldritch roots. It sizzles at liquid patters onto the stone. Another thrum vibrates through me. The heart is angry. I can feel it.
I know what to do. It will require extraordinary skill in sacromancy, but I doubt that will be a problem for you 3. Once your blood is drawn, I should be able to recite the words on your behalf.
A pair of roots lash for the group. Lune parries the blow with a quick cast word, and I incinerate it as a counter. The ring upon my fingers glow ever dimmer. It is now or never 3.
Yes, you are right.
The girls turn to face the surging light of the vacuous tree. 3 pulls a small knife from her sleeve. She makes a shallow cut across the forearm, summoning a strange blackened energy from the depths of her blood. Evie begins to speak. It is a harsh language, stilted with ire. Each word seems to rumble into the bones of the temple, striking cracks and craters into the heart's sanctuary. The roof caves over the girls. Lune and Vix shield them from the rubble in a perfect unison of Eldermancy and Thaumaturgy. I begin to summon the fires, worried I'll need to defend against the roots. but a flash of eldritch energy and blood originating from tree blinds my eyes and pops my ears. I feel myself fall to the stone floor, disoriented. Then there's nothing. Blue spots on black where my vision should be. A high whine instead of sound. And the scent of blood. Lots of blood.
Tarot, are you okay?
Yeah, what happened?
We think you were caught in the ritual's blast. You were out for a couple of minutes.
You feel alright? Yeah, I am okay.
It worked. The tree seems to... We think it has gone back to sleep.
For a good long while, let's hope. If anyone knows a reliable system to feed an eldritch tree with a constant supply of sleeping pills, I think it would be worth to mention on the faculty. Lune and Nevi help me to my feet. A bit removed from the group, Tree stands in shadow. Are you alright?
Yes. My injuries were minor. And you?
Fine. There is a tense silence between us. Tree helped us stop the vacuous tree, yes, but she was also the cause, as well as all the suffering that followed. How many people died, I wonder? I'm not sure. What happens now? I spare a glance at other members of the club. Some looks are mournful, guilty. Others are fiercely bitter. When the temporal fires took the people of my own, I woke up in a cell in the Pale Gardens. If this is well and truly over, I expect we'll be seeing a representative of the Pale House soon. Yes, I suspect you are correct. The tap of boots on the stone echoes from the dark. Here already? I watch the minute changes, the minute changes on Tree's face. Numbness shifts briefly to fear and then to something like resignation. We'll accept the consequences that come together. As the others wait for the approach of the coming stranger in the dark, I relinquish myself to a rest. I take a seat against a stone wall and let out the deepest of sighs. Whatever is to come will surely be trying, but we'll cross each bridge as we come to them. For now at least, I think I've learned a minute of peace. 2 months later, the guards lock the gate to the cell block behind me. I do not relish my trips back here, even knowing I am free to leave at any time. The anxiety this place gives me is still crippling. A silhouette presses against the darkness and greets me to my surprise. Ah, Tarot. Why am I not surprised? Professor, I didn't know you were visiting today. I am to understand. You wish me to inform you of my every calendar appointment? Only the fun ones. Any barbecues in the near future? I'll be sure to let you know. How fare your classes, boy? Tough, to be honest. I'm still not really used to this curriculum. It's got me nostalgic for the days. All I had to do was learn Kamifuda. Unsurprising. The Eldritch arts are not straightforward by any means. However, you should know Professor Feya particularly has spoken highly of your progress. You are, in the faculty's eyes, doing well. Thank you, Professor, really. He nods once, then his face turns solemn. Make your conversation quick. Prisoners here are not supposed to receive visitors, as you well know. Many in the host have not taken kindly to your bending of the rules. You telling me they won't make an exception for one of the heroes of Glomrod? Even so, with a flash of light, he portals himself back to whence he came. I swear that man probably hasn't used a doorknob in the last decade. I press onward through the dark until I reach the very last cell on this block. I wave a hand, lighting a few more torches with my eldritch energies. In the corner of the room, the prisoner stirs from her makeshift bed of rugs. I brought honey cake, if you've a sweet tooth today. She moves slowly up to the bars. Honey cake, truly. I'm surprised the gods allowed it. Let's just say I've learned a few illusion spells since the last time. It is appreciated. Course it is. You know how much sugar I put in this thing. And how are you and Evie? We are good. I let out a small laugh. We are still working on our myth collection, but we are hoping to have a solid draft done by the end of the semester. I'll try to procure you a copy when it's done. That is kind of you, Tarot. She's been busy helping Loon with some of the administrative stuff for the club. Stepping into the role of club's president's been a bit overwhelming for him, I think. Have they been treating you okay? As treatment in gardens goes, I suppose. I suppose so. Most days I see or hear no one at all. Just me in this place. I'm sorry. It is not your fault. It never was. Will you sit with me for just a while longer? I nod. Always. And so, we sit in the murk of the Pale Gardens. We share little bits of honey cake and every couple of minutes complain warmly that I really should have brought something with which to wash it down. It is a small sliver of time, perhaps in the vastness of an eternity, but it is the time we have, and we'll live it however we can. Това беше Камифуда. Това беше Камифуда. Това беше финала на играта. Всъщност, неочаквано бързо приключи сякаш. Предполагам, че това е един от ендингите само. Вярвам, че има много различни ендинги. Първо ще кажа думите си за играта и ще ви оставя и вие сами да проверите кой пък ще е вашия ендинг. Първо искам да ви кажа, вземете си играта. Играта наистина си струва, играта е страхотна. Малко българско студио. Сега ще ви отворя кредитите, естествено. Рени Аганчан е арт и гейм дизайнер, той балансира системите. Ангел Георгиев програмира и той се справя с гейм дизайна. Мартин Тасков запълва българското трио, като той е човек, който занимава с аудиодизайна. Ян Хер пък прави музиката, а Джо Фрай е човек, който е написал историята и наративният дизайнер. И в общи линии, наистина, конкретно от него трябва да го отлича. В смисъл, всички други, нали, са се справили много добре, но конкретно Джо Фрай просто много тежко се набива на очи наратива в тази игра. По най-добрия начин. Нали, те благодарят специално на Бернар Аганчан, който, доколкото знаме, е брата на Рение, Костадин Воденичаров, Симо Илиев и всички други, които са споделили обратната си връзка за демото. С Рения и Ангел проведох интервю в демо ден преди време. Като сега всъщност успявам да завърша тяхната игра от миналата година, аз успявам да я завърша тази година. Много приятно съм изненадан от играта, аз очаквах да е с една идея по-малко трудна, очаквах да е даже доста лесна игра. Какво си казах, картова игра в визуална новела, те са искали просто да направят готина визуална новела и картовата игра е някаква добавка, такъв бонус, който да е за красота. Много бързо разбрах, че това не е така. Картовата игра наистина те затруднява на моменти. Често казвам, това е причината. Искреното ми мнение, причината е, че не е самата игра толкова дълбока, колкото е прогресивно ставаща по-нечестна, което е окей с наративни цели, нали, съперниците с по 50 кръв отгоре, прямо някакви такива безобразия. Цялостно съм много доволен от начина, по който картовата игра беше наредена, защото тя е кратка, нали, не е винаги кратка, защото някой път продължавате доста дълго самите разиграния, но тя е кратка в сиреч, че много бързо изтича разиграването, тъй като има лимитирано време, резерва, нали, който ти е кръвта ти е и всъщност това, с което употребяваш самите магии. И това е много приятен елемент в така игра, защото това слага един таймер на самата игра. Поставя един таймер, който тик-така и играта в някой момент приключва. И идва следващото разиграване, ако не си успял. Харесва ми как е вмъкнато това, че ти си нали, последователен на лорда на времевите огньове и това е причината да мога преповтаряш дуелите, а не е просто... Не го чувстваш като сейф към, макар че технически може би е това. То не е сейф скъм, защото играта не мога да продължи, ако не си победил де. Но да, нямам никаква идея как е намесен магазинера. Може би той е някакъв таен ендинг има с него, ако не си успял да... В смисъл, ако не си пътувал във времето, ако си успял да биеш играта без никакви повторения на дуели или нещо такова, не съм сигурен, но... Да, нямам никаква представа как той е намесен. Цялостно много ми допадна играта, аз съм много доволен от нея. Да, нямам кой знае какво повече да кажа за нея. От това. Определено съм супер приятно изненадан. Жалко е, че няма... Самите автори отказват да работят допълнително по самата игра сякаш или просто не им се занимава на този етап. Жалко е, че няма като приключиш разиграването, всички дуели, които си успял да разкриеш и които си успял да победиш, да ги има все едно за соло мод, да играеш с всички карти, които си събирал някога в разиграване. Един вид като соло Kamifuda режим. Аз не мога да разбера защо не са го направили, според мен няма да е толкова трудно. Просто някакси са си подценили самата игра, а тя не е никак лоша игра. Картовата игра, нали? Картовата игра на Kamifuda. Интересно ми е лоуд. Имам чаптър 28 е последния ми сейв. За да взема друг таен ендинг, ще трябва сигурно да преиграм целият чаптър, а пък и не го усещам. Това си е моя ендинг, това си е начинът, по който аз съм завършил играта. Обязателно я пробвайте. Обязателно пробвайте Kamifuda, според мен няма да съжалявате. Това беше всичко от мен за това разиграване. Аз бях Картача от Nerdzone. Очаквайте и следващите ни приключения в канала Nerdzone. На този етап не знам кой месец е дори, защото това нещо сега го изигравам март месец. Няма още март, даже сега сме края на февруари. Даже и сме средата на февруари по-скоро. А пък тотално нямам представа кога ще го кача това разиграване, така че напълно е възможно съвсем луди неща да се случили в този канал, така че няма да прогнозирам какво става. Бъдете готини, чао чао и до нови срещи!